Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Don't shoot me, I'm pregnant with a baby. And I shot her anyway.
A Long Beach, California homeowner says he has no regrets after shooting and killing an unarmed woman who said she was pregnant.
When the time comes to defend yourself, you best do something.
The words of the 80-year-old homeowner who confronted two robbers.
I walked in on them, and they downed me. They jumped on me in the hallway.
But Tom Greer says he managed to get his .22 caliber Smith & Wesson revolver. He says when that unarmed couple saw his gun, they took off out the back door, and he followed.
The lady didn't run fast as a man, so I shot her in the back twice. She's dead, and it's all her off, but he got away.
And since then, there has been a swift and almost split reaction on social media sites. While some say they would have done exactly the same thing, others say gun owners don't have the right to shoot a robber outside their home.
Investigators have to look at both sides of this coin.
Long Beach detectives have much to consider. Greer says he has no regrets and has a warning for the alleged partner in crime still wanted tonight.
I shot her, so that's going to leave a message on his mind. She says, don't shoot.
Hey, what's going on, family? This is Tyler from No Picks Podcast.
Family, Joe, No Picks Podcast.
Joe, what do you think of what you just saw?
Damn, bruh. Like I'm just trying to. I can see why the opinions of people are split. I don't think this is so easy to just pick one side.
Right.
On the one hand, I don't know, bro. This one's tricky, right? I don't think. I think. I mean, they were there. They were armed. On the video footage, I saw one of them had a gun. I don't know if it was loaded, right? But I'm tripping. Were they armed? Yeah, right. Did I see that?
I didn't see a gun, but I mean, maybe I just.
All right, I don't want to interject stuff that's not there. But I saw the bull in the hoodie walking up to the car. They caught him trying to, break into the house. First off, how are you trying to do robberies when your wife is pregnant? Right, there's a lot I can say, but I'm like, bro, you took Shorty with you as your accomplice, and she's pregnant. She's not as mobile. Something could have happened to her or that child, what you did. Like that for me, bro, it's like there's so much wrong with the story, right? But I have more to say, but I'm curious about your perspective because you're the military man. You're the one who's trained. Like, what did you feel about the situation?
Look, if you go into somebody's crib, I think legally anything that happens to you should happen to you. If they kidnap you, tie you in the basement, feed you fish heads for 20 years, it is what it is. Like, you should not have been in that person's house. That person didn't invite you in their house. So whatever happens to you happens to you. Now, I know there's a lot of laws that, hey, you can't shoot them in the back while they leaving or something like that. I don't understand why not. I don't understand. Like, no, if you come in my crib, I should be able to do whatever I want. If I got, like, you know what I mean, a samurai sword, I should be able to slice your ass up in little pieces. I don't understand this, bro. Like, I don't understand how they get sympathy at all.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah. So I can't even, it's hard for me to argue with that point, right? Because I agree with you. Like, especially when he said that they went in his house and then jumped him, right? They put hands on him. Like, they was trying to, like, grip him up or I don't know what they were trying to do, but they put hands on him. So at that point, you broke into his home and you assaulted him too. Because you were trying to restrain him. So, yeah, bro, this is one of those situations where it's like, yeah, you don't want to see anyone get killed, right, unnecessarily. And I do understand that they were running away, and at that point, they weren't a threat. But at one point, they were a threat.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, at that point, yeah, they weren't a threat. But if you just panel back a little bit, maybe like 5 minutes before that, they was trying to jump the bull in his own house.
Check this out, too. I don't like this whole, he not a threat no more, so you can't do it. This not no video game where you could just pause it and shit like that. Like, how do I know? So the person that's breaking into the crib has 100% of the like they call the shots, they make the rules. So you could take my TV off my wall and turn your back to me and start leaving, and I gotta say, oh well, he turned his back, so game over. No, nigga, it should have been it should still be game on. Like, so let the best man win in that situation. Why do you get to determine the person that's, you know what I mean, like breaking into my crib, taking my stuff, doing whatever, gets to determine when they get to say, okay, you know what, you got me, it's game over. No. We got to play this game out in its entirety. Yeah. Absolutely not. And then I don't understand how the justice system supports this. Like, no, you shouldn't just let these people just stop and be like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, I'm leaving now. Okay, cool. I'm leaving. I'm gonna chase you now. I'm chasing you down the street now. It shouldn't
Right.
be if I beat you up or shoot you or stab you from taking something out of my crib or hitting me or something or almost taking something. Now it's like, oh, you can't do nothing now, bro. He out the crib now. No, he should have never been in my
Right.
house. So
Right.
like whatever happens during that transaction should be what it is. If I have to chase this nigga 10 blocks down the street, it is what it
Yeah.
is. Like he started it.
Yeah. Right. And that makes sense too, because if you're, from your perspective, you don't know if these two people or anybody, right, are going to go and rob other people. So you, by killing them, are basically eliminating their threat to anyone else too, because you're probably not going to be the last person they rob. You don't know that. They could go and rob the next house, or you know what I mean? But if you kill them, I'm not saying this is my perspective, but through your perspective, once you kill them, that they can't rob anybody else anymore.
Right.
So you've eliminated that threat for everyone. So that's one way to argue, like, well, you should just kill them, But damn, bro, this is I don't know. But see, like, so I understand your perspective. If it was me and they were running away already, I wouldn't have shot at them. I would have called the cops and showed them the footage. You know what I mean? But like, I can't. I agree with you though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying your perspective is wrong. That wouldn't have been what I would have done.
Yeah,
But
no.
but
For
I
me,
completely understand. I completely
yeah.
understand.
No, I'm out for blood. At that point, I'm out for blood. Like you
I
broke into my
understand.
crib. You scared me out. You scared my children. No. There needs to be some consequences on that. On that. Like
Right.
so, and if I call the cops, maybe you'll get caught. Maybe you won't.
Maybe you won't, right? And then maybe you'll walk free or get away, and then like we said, rob someone else, do it to somebody else, and maybe get away with it next time. Like, or they might mess around and come back to the old head again because they know he's there. Well, maybe not because they know he's armed. But I'm just saying, like, you
Yeah.
don't know if they're gonna try to come back and get you. So, um, no, this one's hard, bro. And I think the woman being pregnant hits you more in the feels. It attacks because you're talking about a unborn life and she's pregnant, and is she really that much of a threat? But it's like, bro, like I
Right.
said from the beginning, why would that man take his pregnant woman with him to do something like this? And then she did it voluntarily too. She was out there with him.
She knew she was.
She
First of all, she knew she was pregnant.
right. She wasn't thinking about that
Before
baby
she
when she
broke into
decided
the.
to do that. Right.
I'm not trying to hear
Exactly.
it. You get no
Exactly.
sympathy
Yeah.
from me, bro. You get no. I'm sorry to tell you, get no
Yeah.
sympathy from me. Like it's like okay, you made this decision. Like you didn't just find out right before he pulled the gun out. Like you knew before you walked in the crib. You knew before you
Right.
jumped on him. You knew before you put hands on the old man. So no,
Right.
just because he you know what I mean got like you know what I mean he sharp with the blam blams. Don't
Yeah.
mean like I mean, that's on you. You picked the wrong person to mess with. That's like
Right.
now you got to
Right.
go up to the upper room and explain what you did. Like
Right, right. Yeah, no, I'm with you, bro. There are some cases that where it's like not as straight. Well, do you remember that situation where the shorty was driving her car and she was trying to find her friend's house and she pulled up into a guy's driveway and it was a private property, private driveway, and she pulled up to the driveway and I guess she was about to make a U-turn or just turn around and he thought she was a threat, so he shot and killed her. And all she did was
I
pull up
think
to
I
the
do.
drive.
It was in New
Remember
York
that?
or something like that. It was
It
in New
was
York.
it was somewhere, bro. But the old
Yeah,
head
yeah,
shot and killed her because she accidentally went into the wrong driveway and he thought she was
yeah.
a
No,
threat,
that's
right?
crazy.
In
That's
that
crazy.
situation, I'm
Yeah,
like, bruh,
yeah,
you can't just shoot anybody that drives up to your
yeah.
driveway, bruh. But in this
Yo,
situation,
that's crazy.
yeah, no, but
Yeah,
this situation is pretty cut. And they went there and tried to rob that man and put
yeah,
hands on
yeah,
him. Like this ain't
yeah.
no mistake. They went there with intent. This was intent. This is completely different. So I don't know.
So
Yeah,
I guess I gotta also argue with the premise because I know in a lot of states, I know in the South, a lot of these southern states, it's not the case. But I know in a lot of northern states, the person can come in your house and rob you or do whatever, right? And as soon as they turn around to leave, they're untouchable. That's ridiculous. That
is that
doesn't
a
make any
law?
sense.
Is that like a law in
Like
some states?
yeah, like if like there have been people that have been locked up and stuff like that for like a person burglarizing the crib and leaving, and they be like, "Yo, you shot him in the back. You can't shoot him in the back." Like that's crazy. The person was leaving. They wasn't a threat. Like you mentioned the argument, they weren't a threat to you anymore. They like, yo, like once you leave in the crib, you can't really do anything to stop them from like leaving. So it's like I could take what I want, and as long as I'm in the process of leaving, you get in trouble. I'm like the person that's like I'm the victim now in the situation.
Right. So I got a question for you, Ty, and I'm gonna open it up to the family too. Like family, when you guys hear this question when you watch the video, respond in the comments if you can. Right. So let's talk to the family. But Ty, so do you what do you think is greater? Right. Do you think it's greater to serve out justice to a criminal? What like I'm trying to compare like serving justice or like bringing about justice, right? Whether it's
Right.
taking a life or preserving life. Which to you is more important?
Justice. I think justice.
So that over preserving life, like you would honor, handing out justice as opposed to like trying to save or preserve life. I'm not judging you based on your response. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to. This is the philosophical question I think that's at play here. Like, do we dish out justice like
Yeah.
that, even if it's cold blooded like that, or do we do our best to kind of preserve life because life is so precious and we want to do everything we can to make sure we don't take that life away unnecessarily? Like, I think this
Yeah.
is the philosophical question here. So I'm asking you, like, so you would
Yeah.
say no matter what, justice wins, like
Yeah.
dishing out that
Like
justice over
if
preserving
people
life.
if people put themselves in a position like that where people have to make a decision as to like if people have to make a judgment call on your life versus their life or their safety, I don't like I'm never going to care about the person's life that breaks into my house. I don't care what they were in there for. I don't care if they just wanted a cup of water. Don't break into my house. So
Right.
I don't know what you're trying to do to me.
Right.
Only
That's
you know
true.
that.
Right. Only you know that. Right. Right.
So no, yeah. In that
I
instance,
get it.
I'm gonna be like, okay, my head, justice, you shouldn't be here. Whatever happens to you, happens to you.
Right. No, I get it. I actually
Yeah.
that's like in a different situation, but like that's like if two women were fighting, and the one who's pregnant is instigating the fight, provoking the fight, trying to be the bully, trying to like put hands on the other chick because she knows you ain't gonna hit me because I'm pregnant and I could lose my
Right.
baby, and the other chick beats her ass, and people are like,
Yeah.
why did she hit her back? She's pregnant. What you mean? She was
Yeah.
provoking. She was antagonizing. The woman who was, you know what I mean? Like in that situation, it's like
Yeah.
you're pregnant, but you got into the situation and you were conducting yourself this way knowing you were pregnant. Just like the chick, bro. She went out to do a
Yeah.
robbery knowing she was pregnant, bro. So yeah, this one, I can see why it's controversial, but I mean, I do agree with you, Ty. I don't think
Yeah.
I would have pulled the trigger, but I completely understand your perspective, bro. I really do. I do.
Like, now, listen. I'm younger than the guy, obviously, but if I had the ability to like hawk the person down and hit him in the head with a pot or something like that, I would choose that over shooting, right?
Yeah.
So maybe, but maybe it depends on what happens. If they leave in the crib, they take my TV, they leave in the crib, they punch my son in the head or something like that to move him out the way, or I'm shooting you.
Right. Right.
And that,
So
and I, like,
So
yeah,
then one more hypothetical to kind of see like where this perspective is. So Ty, remember that video we did months ago about the prank where the bull was just walking up into people's houses and just like sitting in their couch in their living room. Remember
yeah,
that when we did that a while ago?
yeah. I remember that joint.
So
Yeah,
in that instance, if the bull was doing that prank and the guy, the white boy, remember they didn't do anything. They just walked about the
yeah,
house. But if that guy
yeah,
would have pulled out his gun and be like and killed him, would that
yeah.
have been justified in your eyes?
Yes, 1,000%. Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
You think so? I'm not disagreeing
1,000%.
with you, but I'm just
Yeah,
okay.
no.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah, I would have
Don't
beat
come
that
into my
boy
home.
within an inch of his life, straight up. Like I would have, it would have been like blood all over the place. I'm like bang, 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 splat over here, splat
Right.
over here. Because I don't have a gun,
Right.
so that I would have beat the brakes off a dude. Like he would have begged me to leave the crib,
Yeah.
and I'd be like,
Okay.
no, you staying here until the cops come.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to figure out like when what situations like would you feel like maybe
None.
you
There
don't
is none. There's no
so don't come
situation where
into my
somebody
house.
walks into your crib that you don't know, uninvited.
Yeah. Right.
No.
No. That's real. All right. Well, listen. We should open it up to the family and see how they feel about the situation because maybe we'll get some mixed views. Maybe everybody might agree with your opinion. I mean, I agree with you too, bro. Like we're actually on the same page. But this was interesting.
I feel you. Yeah, well, let us know what y'all think, family. Like, comment, subscribe, keep commenting. We loving the comments.
Yes, sir.
Loving the engagement. Thanks so much. Till next time.
Until next time.